Hello and welcome everyone again to another video, and in today's video we are going to be talk about the top teams in the Evolution Cup. It's an old format. We had it 2 seasons ago. It was kind of a fun cup for 2-3 days. And yeah, before we start the video, let me go and talk about our today's sponsor. And before we get into the video, let me start by thanking our today's sponsor, Babbel. Babbel is the #1 language app in the world that teaches you how to speak, read, and listen in a new language. You can learn to do games, podcasts, videos, and live online classes with top teachers. The entire Babbel experience is adaptable to your own personal goals and needs. With over 60,000 lessons, more than 100,000 hours of learning content that are made by more than 150 teaching experts. Babbel gives you culture context for the language, so you will do more than just memorizing vocab words. You'll understand the meaning behind what you're learning. You only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having a conversation in real world just as little as 3 weeks. It's a multi-platform app where you can download it on your PC and your phone, and you sync both apps together using the same account. To get a Babbel, all you need is to click the link down below or this link on the screen. You can just copy it and you will get 60% off. So click the link below and start learning a new language today. Thank you so much, Babbel, for sponsoring the video, and thank you so much everyone who download the app to support that channel. And let's go back to our main battles. Okay, back from the sponsoring video. Thank you so much everyone who is considering to download the app. And you know what, let's go and talk about the top teams in the Evolution Cup. Evolution Cup, as I said, hello, my name is Yasser Ali again. I'm a Twitch streamer, and I stream on Twitch every Sunday nowadays, and another day, random day that I choose. So make sure to follow the stream if you want to catch up those random streams. The cup starts April 12th, which is basically in 2 days. 3 p.m. Central Time, and on Thursday, April 19th at 3 p.m. Central Time. Pokemon must be below 1500 to enter the cup, and only Pokemon that have evolved at least once can evolve again will be eligible. What does that mean? That means second evolution Pokemons are only the Pokemons that you can use. So it has to be a second evolution of 3 stages, evolution 3 or something. I don't know what you call it. You know what, let's just mention those Pokemon so you don't get confused. I divide them, as always, lead, safe swap, generals. What is the generals? Pokemon that are good everywhere. Safe swaps like Pokemon that don't mind playing against their own counters as long as they have energy lead. And leads, Pokemon that have either like just very spammy with decent fast move pressure, where like you will be put to shield baits in some scenarios so you can play safe and have some sort of alignment. The best lead in this cup is, according to BBML, is Swirless and Hunter. Why Hunter? Because it beats Vigoroth now. Does it beat Vigoroth? Well, it's a scuffed matchup for both. Hunter with the new added move, Ice Beam. Need to land the Ice Beam. No shield, the Body Slam. Machop, what's Machop good at? It's good at beating 2 of the most common Pokemons in this cup. What are those 2? Well, yeah, the generals, which is Vigoroth and Chansey. Chansey is huge in this cup. It's so freaking strong and it's so freaking annoying. And those people who outplayed Chansey probably worse than the people who play Bastiodon. Okay, no judgment, okay? We have to say it. If you play those, I have to say that. Okay, I don't play those Pokemons. I would like to enjoy my 3 minutes at max game. I don't like 6-minute games. You know why? Because that's twice the time for doing the same stuff that I could be doing. I could win with Chansey or without Chansey. I mean, I can win with everything. I'm just too good at this game. Okay, safe swaps. I think the best 2 safe swaps in this cup are basically Dragonair and Dusclops. Why Dragonair? Well, Dragonair got recently, I think 2 seasons ago, got Body Slam, and now it's one of the best safe swaps. And even Open Great League, not just themed cups. So any themed cup where you can use Dragonair, Dragon is the best safe swap. Why? It's just so strong with Body Slam, Aqua Tail, plus having Dragon Breath as a fast move. Nidorina, is it Nidorina or Nidoran? The female version, the second evolution of the female Nidoqueen, is a strong Pokemon. It has Poison Fang, Poison Sting, Ice Beam, or Thunderbolt. I am not sure which one, but it can do some decent damage to Golbat, which used to be one of the most annoying Pokemons in this cup, because if you use Vigoroth and you get a Golbat to the face, that's a bad matchup. Okay, that's not a good day. Generalists. Vigoroth, Chansey. I don't think I need to talk about those two in this cup. If you played this cup, you know how common those two were. And my personal favorite Pokemon is Hakamo. I love this Pokemon. I am one of the... I don't know. I would love to use this Pokemon whenever I can, every time I can, okay? Why? It's just a strong Pokemon. The only problem with this Pokemon is that the fighting move that it has is a freaking Brick Break, which is a bad... Like, I think if you say bad, it's a compliment if you say it's a bad. It's a garbage charge move. And another Pokemon I need to mention, it wasn't expected to be good, but this Pokemon always surprises us of being good. And that Pokemon is Golbat. Why? Because Golbat can beat Hunter, can beat... Not Golbat, sorry. Alolan Graveler. Why Alolan Graveler? It destroys a Chansey. It's not bad against neutral matchups. It can beat anything. Even when they resist Volta Switch, you can still do lots of damage with Stone Edge. Destroy Golbat. It beats Hunter. It can destroy Seal. Yeah, this is Celio, right? And against Dusclops, it's good because at least it has fast move pressure, where Dusclops doesn't have that sort of a thing. Now, some Pokemons you can also use, but I don't recommend. Philouette, which is the second evolution of Florges. This Pokemon, which is the second evolution of Talonflame. Charjabug. I had the name written here because I don't know the name. I call it the boss. Magnemite. What's Magnemite? Piloswine, don't use it, please. Just use Alolan Graveler if you're gonna use Anti-Fly. Second evolution of Axew. It's just so frail, and other dragons such as Hakamo or Dragonair are much better. Ivysaur, you could use. Is it good? No. Okay, I think that's like enough. I feel like if I tell you to use those, I'm just like basically scamming you. Now, we talked about the Pokemons. What about the teams? And the best teams according to Mr. PvPoke, if you go choose PvPoke Team Builder, you choose Vigoroth, and it recommend double dragons with it. Why? Because two dragons are just, like dragons are OP. So what's better than one OP Pokemon? Two OP Pokemons. What's better than that? Well, three OP Pokemons, especially in this cup. Because Wireless is so strong against Chansey if they have Zen Headbutt or Psychic, because you don't need to shield the Psychic and you can still win. This team, too strong, too OP. The only way you can beat it is by literally RPSing this team. How can you RPS it? You lead Golbat, and you have Dusclops with Ice Beam in the back. Because Dusclops is so bulky. Okay, it's a bulky Pokemon, especially in this cup where like there is no bulky Pokemon other than Chansey. So having Dusclops as a safe Pokemon is good, and it's not that bad against... what's my favorite matchup used to be in this cup? When you safe swap the Dusclops into Chansey, someone's trying to stall, and then you swap into a matchup to force them to stall even longer, because Dusclops double resist Pound, Chansey double resist Hex. So yeah, it's not a fun cup. It's not a fun matchup to be in. This cup isn't bad, okay? The current cup, the Spring Cup, is trash. This cup is fun as long as you have Vigoroth, Golbat. The third is literally any of these Pokemons you see. Like, my personal favorite team to run in this cup is Vigoroth, Dragonair, and what's his name? Hakamo. Why? I mean, I love Hakamo, I love Dragonair, and Vigoroth is just too safe. It's a strong team. I mean, you could literally run this team in any order, and you will have a good run. I prefer running Hakamo in the lead, just in case they have some people who decide to run Golbat. So at least this thing has a better matchup, and you don't have to swap. And you can always, chip them, get them low, then farm down with Vigoroth, and any energy you get in Vigoroth is very rewarding, especially in this cup. Just Vigoroth is just too strong. So what if someone doesn't have a Vigoroth? You have to run 3 answers to Vigoroth. Why? That means you will deny a Pokemon from their team. So as an example, if you're on this team, the best matchup they could dream about to have their Vigoroth on is Hakamo-O. It's a bad matchup still, but it's their best matchup to have a Vigoroth on. If they have it here or here, it's just a GG, because their Pokemon is just free farm for you. Another non-Vigoroth team is Seal, Dusclops, and Hakamo-O. So basically, it's an ABB weak to Vigoroth. If Vigoroth is in the back, you're in good business. If Vigoroth in the lead, it's tough, but you have two answers, you know? Like, you can't always expect yourself to run 3 answers to a Pokemon that is everywhere, because you need to counter what beats it. And what beats Vigoroth usually lose to Seal. What beats Vigoroth are the Dragons, the Flyers, so lose to Seal. So that's like where the idea of Seal came from. Another team without the Dragons, okay, if you don't like running Dragons, you can run Golbat. This is Emre's fan favorable cup. Like, if Emre's playing now and sees this cup, is like, you think, oh, this is the best cup in the world, because he runs Golbat all the time. Golbat, this is kind of an ABB weak to Vigoroth, but you use your own Vigoroth to bait out their own Vigoroth. Okay, so technically you have a solid answer. Not a bad matchup. Graveler is kinda bad, I think, in the 1 and in the 2, but the 0 is kinda close, because Stone Edge plus Volta Switch should do enough damage to scare the Vigoroth. If you don't have Vigoroth and Golbat, again, you can run a Vigoroth if you don't have a Vigoroth or Golbat. No, if you don't have a Golbat, you can literally replace it with a Dusclops. Same, they do this, they serve the same goal, which is a hard answer to Vigoroth. With Dusclops, kind of Vigoroth matchups kinda annoying, because your fast moves also resisted, but you kinda have better charge moves to spam, or like you spam more than they do spam, so you end up winning the matchup. Again, a non-Vigoroth team, no Vigoroth or Hakamo-O or a Dragon. Okay, if you don't have those, you can run Celio with Vigoroth and Philowet. And Philowet has a decent charge move coverage, but it's kinda, it's not as spammy as you might think. It's a cute Pokemon. It's fun to use, not gonna lie. I used it in the last time we had this cup, and I had lots of fun. Especially when those people just blind swap dragons. I mean, you die to 2 body slams, okay? Let's just get that correct. But you win the 0 against all the dragons. I mean, you're fairy. I'm moving to the Wholesome team. If you guys watch Wholesome, he always run a fighter, Shadow, Machamp, usually, most of the time, and a normal type in the swap, and a poison in the back. So I anticipated Wholesome to run this team, Shadow, Machamp, and with Porygon 2 and Nidorino. I don't think he has enough dust to build one Nidorino, because it's supposed to be level 50. Purified is preferred. I don't think he has one, but you can run non-purified, because they gave it either Ice Beam or Thunderbolt. Most likely, I think they gave it Thunderbolt. Moving into the debuff team. What's the debuff team? Well, you just debuff. You have Poison Fang here. You have Leaf Tornado here. You have Poison Fang here as well. Okay? So you shield your lead, and you just debuff the opponent until you win the game. You literally just debuff, then debuff, then debuff, then debuff, then debuff, then debuff, then opponent mold on top left. NCK, okay, we all know NCK only run one team, Talonflame, Obstagoon with Venusaur or Trevenant. He can't run Venusaur or Trevenant, so he's gonna run either Hunter or Ivysaur with Zigzagoon in the swap and Fletchinder in the lead. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching, and again, please consider downloading the sponsored app, and so use my link to get 60% discount if you are planning to use it. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Before we see you in the next one, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.